Hello, everybody, and happy holidays from Boise, Idaho. On Monday afternoon, the 18th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers will try to win their third straight bowl game. The Wahoos will take on Fresno State in the MPC Computers Bowl. Now, a friend of mine told me before I came out to Boise that I'm going to love Boise. It's one of the most beautiful places that I'll ever get to visit. But then he added, "Oh, you're going at the wrong time of the year." The temperature was not too bad today, around 40 degrees here in Idaho's state capital. Boise is the largest city in Idaho with a population about 125,000. It sits in the valley on the edge of the mountains, and you can see it is a beautiful town. Now, the annual bowl game here in Boise is known for two things: cold weather and the blue field. This blue AstroTurf was originally put in 1986. It was dyed blue at a fiber plant in Georgia. And believe it or not, the Smurf turf has become kind of a tourist attraction. This bowl game here on the campus of Boise State University started out being called the Humanitarian Bowl in 1997. Now, in the day of corporate sponsorships, for the first time, it is being called the MPC Computers Bowl. The Virginia Cavaliers did not practice here today. The guys did work out on the blue turf earlier this week. And yes, that is snow that was coming down on Wednesday during practice. Look at that. The guys have had a chance to have some fun out here, too. They went snowmobiling, and they also took part in a bowling tournament. You see Marcus Weeks there. The tournament helped a local charity. This is not the bowl game that Virginia wanted to be in, but now that they're here, they're focused on having a 9-win season. Earlier today, both teams had their pre-bowl press conference.
They're a very strong running team. It's a non-finesse running game. You know, it's like a boxer who just comes out and goes to the body. There's no bob and weave with these guys. Okay, they're going to come out and go to the body right away. And you know, we kind of play a no-nonsense defense ourselves.
It's going to be a physical game. This is going to be a downhill, no fair dodging type of game. Both teams play that style, and it's going to be a game that's going to be settled like most games by field position, ball security, those type of things. And there's going to be some tough sledding out there, and people are going to have to make big plays to win this football game.
Get to play on the blue turf, you know, something you watch on TV all the time. So, I mean, it should be fun, you know. It's been fun. The city has embraced us very well, so we really appreciate the opportunity to be out here.
I don't think they have any respect for us, but that doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah, I don't feel like they have respect for us either, but come tomorrow afternoon, they will.
They're a good team. Their wins show that. And we have the utmost respect for them, and, you know, just going to go out here and try to play a hard football game.
Both UVA and Fresno State come in with records of 8-3. The Virginia Cavaliers are the highest-ranked team to ever play here in the Boise Bowl. The Wahoos are listed as 6-point favorites. Now, something to keep in mind, the last two times an ACC team has faced a team from the WAC conference in the Boise Bowl, the ACC has dominated. Last year, Georgia Tech blew out Tulsa by 42 points, and in 2001, Clemson beat Louisiana Tech by 25 points. The Cavaliers will look to continue the trend on Monday afternoon. In Boise, Marty Hutloff, NBC 29 Sports.
Clearly, very few of us in football have ever faced an opponent that averaged 56 points a game over the course of 5 games. So, if one of the things you got to do to win is to keep the other team's points down, then that pretty much sets our challenge for us right from the start.
We're really kind of a hurry-up offense, and we got to stop that by just, you know, keying into what we have to do each play and being ready for each play. But you know, to be successful in this game, our defense is going to have to stop this run. So it's going to be one of our main focuses.
We're just excited about the opportunity to play again. Doesn't matter what we're playing at, we're just happy to play again. And our goal is to go win another game. That's what we're going to try to do.
Coming into the MPC Computers Bowl, the Virginia Cavaliers had never won a game in overtime. 0-3 lifetime. They still have never won a game in overtime, falling to the Fresno State Bulldogs 37-34. The Virginia offense gets it done, 34 points. Coach Groh was pleased with that, but it was the defense which ultimately let them down.
We had a chance to make a play on the ball in the end zone at the end, and Their kid made he made a great throw, put the ball up there where only one guy could catch it. And their guy did an excellent job, almost like that Dwight Clark catch many years ago that's so well remembered. Okay, that's what I thought of when I saw it. He threw the ball up in the same spot, and the guy went up in the same place and got it. Okay, obviously right there, we make a play on that play, the game's over, and we're all a lot happier.
Fresno State beat Virginia through the air. Bulldog quarterback Paul Pinniger threw for 5 touchdowns, including the game winner to Steven Spock in overtime.
Well, we certainly would have liked to have played a lot better. We congratulate Fresno State. They did a lot of things necessary to win the game. And we're certainly very disappointed in the result. We disappointed ourselves, and we disappointed a lot of people.
Virginia cruised in the first half, scoring touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. UVA led by 11 at halftime, but the Bulldogs chipped away at the lead in the second half.
The second half, our defense really played up, and our offense really was able to run the football, and it really opened it up for our passing game. We were very balanced today, but you know, my hat's off to Virginia. That's a fine football team.
The Virginia Cavaliers finished the season with a record of 8-4, the same record as last season. Only this year they don't have a bowl win to show for it. In Boise, Marty Hutloff, NBC 29 Sports.
Welcome to the field, the Virginia Cavaliers. The man who is determined to dedicate to heavy drinking fire. Touchdown, Fresno State. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Marcus Higgins runs it in from the 8-yard line for the University of Virginia.
Can't believe he's following my cell phone. How much is on hold?
Stop by the nearest concession stand. Pick up your coupon while so try to get to take the bag. Let's stop down on the visual. Let's get it in the bag. It's good. The Cavaliers have 3 points.